What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a look at Battle Spirit Saga, because it's a card game which is going to be coming out early next year from Bandai, and it seems kind of interesting, but I'm told there's a new video which is going to make it even more interesting, so let's have a little bit of a gander, shall we? Okay, so it's Bandai. Something about a cash prize. That looks kind of cool. There's a Battle Spirit Saga logo.
The new competitive card game from Bandai.
Okay.
Battle Spirits Saga.
Yeah, we knew that.
With cash prize tournaments upon product release.
We kind of knew that.
And a total prize pool of... $1 million!
That's a lot.
More details coming soon.
That's a lot of money.
Don't miss out.
$1 million? Oh. Okay, well that got a lot more interesting now, didn't it? That is an awful big commitment from a new game. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. $1 million straight off the bat. Now, when it's a total prize pool, right? Let's be super clear. So when it says total prize pool of $1 million, that doesn't mean you're going to go and win a tournament and be a millionaire immediately, although that would be awesome. What it means is, and it says it quite clearly on the screen there, but that means that Bandai are going straight into this game and going, hey, yeah, $1 million. That's how much, and that's just for prizes, right? Because I don't need to tell you this, but running card game tournaments can be very expensive. It takes a lot of money to run these tournaments. Putting up $1 million in prizes, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was told something interesting was coming down the pipe. And this is really interesting to me, right? Because look, let's be honest about this. Because I've already told you this, right? When I showed you this game before, one of the things I said was Battle Spirit Saga does seem like it's got a bit of an uphill struggle. And one of the problems I saw with it was that basically the market was pretty saturated right now. There's a lot of card games out there. And one of the problems is we've just seen the launch of One Piece, or I suppose we're about to see the launch of One Piece, which is doing extraordinarily well. And let's not forget, Digimon is a fairly new card game which is absolutely crushing. And they're both Bandai games. And they're both Bandai games that are based on very, very strong licenses. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, Battle Spirits looks cool. I'm certainly going to buy in and have a bit of a play and, make some videos on it. It looks kind of cool. And then we saw that it was, really focusing on competition and cash prizes and all of that. And I was like, well, maybe that's going to attract some people. But it's like the opening salvo from Battle Spirit Saga just being like, right, I'll be honest with you, mate. We are here and we are serious. And my first reaction to that is very simply serious card game players who are basically just interested in winning, who want to pick up a card game and get good at a card game and master the meta, and their main concern is trying to be really good and winning. This is going to pull them away from other card games. Because something like One Piece, you may well be playing because you like card games, like me, and you play everything like me, or you might be playing because you're a giant One Piece fan. And if you're playing the One Piece card games, you're a giant One Piece fan, other card games aren't dragging you away from One Piece. I could say the exact same thing here about Digimon. But there are an awful lot of card game players out there who just want to play a card game and want to get good at a card game. And for those players, the reward on offer is going to be big. And Bandai coming out, and bearing in mind this game ain't out till, early next year. And all of a sudden, we're looking at a $1 million prize pool for the first season. I think spring 2003 is what they're saying. I don't think we've got another date for that. My guess would be March, April time, purely because January and February, it's awkward. Because that's when people are still poor from Christmas. And what you can do here, and this is an interesting thing, right? You can look at when advertising money comes out. And basically, the beginning of April is the beginning of the new advertising year. So if, like me, you make your living on YouTube or through some other thing which is, run by advertisements, funded by advertisements, you'll see that end of March, beginning of April is when your money starts ticking up, when you start earning more money, because more advertisement comes out. And basically, the end of March, beginning of April, that is when people start being a bit less poor, which is when you really want to be launching a new card game. So I can't sit here and give you a release date now. I truly wish I could. But, come on. End of March, beginning of April. Not saying it is. Just saying that is what makes the most sense. So, we're a little way out at this stage. I'm assuming we're somewhere in the region of 5 months out. And all of a sudden, we're already sitting here knowing that this is coming, and this is awesome. This is really, really good. So yeah, this is a big deal. Other card games don't offer this much money, especially new card games right off the bat. And, you know, there's still a bunch of questions here. We still need to sit here and ask ourselves, well, all right then, how many tournaments are there going to be? How is the money going to be split up between those tournaments, etc., etc.? But I think kind of as an opening salvo, as I've referred to it, this is honestly the kind of thing that should start filling us with a little bit of excitement. This should make us feel it makes me feel a little bit different about the game. I'll be honest with you. And you knew I was going to try this game because I try all the new games. But this is something all of a sudden that brings out, you know what? Yeah. This could be something a little bit special. Now, in terms of what they have revealed here, they have revealed that there are 4 starter decks coming, featuring 4 colors: purple, white, red, and yellow. No, we're not expecting those to be the only colors. Card games do this nowadays, and Bandai did this, again, with Digimon and with One Piece. Launch with some of the colors, build them up as time goes by. We've also seen that the first set is just going to be called Set 1, or Booster Pack 01. Which, no, that's not the snappiest title in the world, I grant you, but you know what? If you just want something that says what it is, this says what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But since we last talked, they've also revealed the Battle Spirit Saga Core Set 01. That is also coming out spring 2023. They're all listed for spring 2023, so assume it's all going to be about the same time. That's got a retail price of $9.99, which is actually $5 less than the starter decks, which are $14.99. And that comes with 2 booster packs, 2 promo cards, 15 cores, and a soul core. They're used for playing the game. I am actually next week going to bring you a video about how to play Battle Spirit Saga, because it looks really fun, and I like making learn to play videos. So, but we're going to talk about the mechanics and all next week. This is not a video to try and go through the mechanics and all of that, because we haven't really got time. But that's what we're looking at in terms of a product lineup here. And look, everything I'm seeing here tells me basically everything tells me one thing about this game. Bandai are taking this seriously. Like, genuinely seriously. The fact that it's not just a booster set, but it's also 4 starter decks, which is a lot, and a core set straight off the bat, that tells me Bandai are taking this pretty seriously. The fact that they are going, boom, here's $1 million for the prize pool, that tells me they're taking it seriously. And we have seen other card games on this channel which were not taken as seriously. Card games that used recycled artwork. Card games that launched with little to no organized play. Basically, card games you shouldn't necessarily be investing heavily in, because my rule is simple. It's the same for card games and for sports teams. If card games are going to take it seriously, I'm going to. And if sports teams are going to take it seriously, I'm going to. Let's not talk about the Detroit Lions defense right now. I don't want to talk about the Detroit Lions defense right now. What I do want to mention is that this is a card game which is being taken very seriously. And then I start thinking, what about the future? Now, I don't know what the future of Battle Spirit Saga holds, but I'm willing to bet at this stage, Bandai got a big plan. You don't start off as hot as they're starting with, a very good range of products early on. At the same time as starting with this giant prize pool, unless you are assuming this is a card game which is going to last, and a card game you are going to be rolling with for a little while. I am not guaranteeing success or anything ridiculous like that, but I absolutely am telling you that this is something that Bandai are saying, hey, maybe you should be paying attention to this. And I'm kind of thinking at this stage, maybe we should be. Now, the question I get a lot when I talk about this game, and it's a very fair question, how does this line up with Battle Spirits in Japan? Because Battle Spirits in Japan is a game which is well fun and I've been looking into. A Switch game just launched with promo cards, and I'm learning Japanese. My Japanese isn't quite good enough. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to pick that game up anyway and just hope my Japanese is good enough to bumble through, because it looks really fun. But we've also seen that there was a Digimon set. I almost bought a box of this for £100 and it seemed a little bit expensive and I didn't pull the trigger when I had the chance. And now, yeah, I think it's fair to say the time to pick a box of this up for a ton has passed. And now I just feel a little bit sad because I had the opportunity and I missed it. And that's on me, ladies and gentlemen. But that still does make me just a little bit sad. But we've also seen there have been crossovers with Kamen Battle Riders, or Kamen Rider Battle Spirits, that's what it's called. There were crossovers with Godzilla. So the big obvious question here is, are Bandai going to do crossovers for Battle Spirit Saga? Now, just like with a release date, I wish I could give you the answer. I can't. But you've got to think they're planning on it. And here's why I'm saying that, okay? Again, I don't know for certain, but my theory is really simple. This is a game they're taking very seriously. If this is a game they want to be massively successful, they know that these crossovers are going to help to sell product. Like, that's not some kind of, like, massive secret. They know this is going to help to sell product. So why would they not announce the game with crossovers? And the reason here is, again, extremely simple. Look at the marketing they've given us of Battle Spirits as it stands at the moment. The early marketing for Battle Spirits or Battle Spirits Saga, I should say, has been very simply, this is a competitive card game, come win some money. That's how they're marketing the game. And what you do, and again, I taught business for many years, so this is very much in my wheelhouse. And what they basically do is they get people in saying this is the core of the card game, and they get people excited. And then after a little while, when they've kind of hooked the audience they're looking to hook, and they need to build up a second head of steam, that's when you announce the crossover sets that bring in the more casual fans who probably weren't going to play Battle Spirit Saga, but will play a Godzilla set, or will play a Kamen Rider Battle Spirits set. Interestingly enough, and I should mention this, I wouldn't expect a Digimon set, because why would they launch a Digimon set when we've got a Digimon card game? And for what it's worth, I think the last Digimon Battle Spirit set in Japan, I believe, and I might have to double check this, I believe that did actually drop before the Digimon TCG came out. Again, I wouldn't expect them to step on their own toes like that. So look, basically this video is just saying, hey, Battle Spirits just threw down the gauntlet, that's amazing. And I'm just excited to see what happens from here. I don't know what's going to happen from here, but I'm going to be tracking this a bit more closely than I was going to. This seems like the kind of thing that could get very, very interesting. And look, I kind of want to win a lot of money playing card games, and I'm assuming a bunch of you out there do. But now it's over to you guys. I want to know what you think about this announcement. I want to know what you think about Battle Spirit Saga. I want to know what it's going to take for you guys to get excited about a new card game like this when we have seen a bunch of other card games launching in the not too distant future. No, past. There we go. So, and future, I suppose, as well. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Get us? Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about, well, a whole bunch of card games, including Battle Spirit Saga. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord and chat with us, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.